What's up, everybody? Today's movie review is a bit different because it isn't owned by Disney or Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, Netflix, Paramount, nothing like that, because it is made by an independent company. Also, it is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, so it's the Twisted Childhood universe, which I'll get into in a bit, but also because the movie has been since 2023, I believe it's been around from. But I'm deciding to make the video now because Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 has recently released for me in my area in HMVs, and I bought the DVD the other day. And recently I've been doing my Fox Universe recap thing for Deadpool and Wolverine. And then I thought actually I need a little break from the X-Men films and those sort of films because it's getting a bit full on, and I've got time to do this because I made sure I started a month before. So I start in June, so then if I didn't watch a movie for one night or whatever, I would still have enough time to recap everything I need to recap, and I've got myself a structure so I can get it done before Deadpool and Wolverine releases in respect of when I go away for my holiday as well. And I will be bringing movies with me because I've got a DVD player and I'll bring my iPad. I'll download some movies onto my iPad. And in terms of the X-Men films, I'm or the Fox films, I'm downloading the Fantastic Four film from 2015 and Logan onto my iPad for holiday. And then when I get back from holiday, then I shall watch Deadpool and Deadpool 2, like I think the last 2 nights before the movie releases for us on July 25th, but for the US it does release on July 26th. So yeah, but the Twisted Childhood universe it's one I'm really actually excited to see the movies in it. And at the moment we haven't got a lot of films in it that have released. We've only got 2 at the moment out of a total of, I believe, like 5 or 6, because you got. And the reason why I like the Twisted Childhood universe is because it's turning these sort of Disney characters basically and into these horror characters, and it's that they're monsters, and it's very odd and peculiar and different, but I really like how they've done it. And I saw the first one, which was Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, loved it, and that's why I'm excited for the second one. Now what I also like is how they're structuring it. They're releasing the films in the same order as cinematic universe kind of order, because it's a separate universe from obviously a load of other low budget horror films. And sadly, the Mickey's Mousetrap, I think there's a couple of Mickey Mouse horror films. Neither of them are part of this universe, sadly, but you never know. They might bring him at the end of it, where Mickey Mouse ends up being in the last movie of phase 1, if you will. They might carry it on after, they might not, I don't know. I think they will be, because they've announced that they're doing a third Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, so that'll be good. Now, what I mean by release order is the way they're releasing the movies is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, then the next few movies, and that is how the cinematic universe goes. First movie is the first one they release, second movie is the second one they release, so they're not releasing, say, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1, then 2, then a Bambi film, then a Peter Pan film, when Peter Pan is set before Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's not like that, they're releasing it in timeline order. That's the word I was looking for. Now, what I do like is the premises of these films, and actually the poster for the big Avengers style one. That's my favourite part about it, is I'm excited for all of them, don't get me wrong, but I'm excited mainly for the final film of this phase, if you will, because it is an Avengers style movie. So the first one is obviously Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which is this movie review, which I will be getting into after this. Then you've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, which again I will be doing hopefully tomorrow, my movie review of that, as of sending this video live, if you will, but don't count me on it. Also, I have got a bit of hay fever, hence why I'm snuffling. So yeah, Sorry if that is annoying you. Then, after Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, they're going to be doing Bambi Dead Reckoning, which I know for a fact the post-credit scene of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 is like the first official trailer by them for Bambi Dead Reckoning. And then it's going to be, I believe, Peter Pan, Neverland, Nightmare, and then Pinocchio and Strong, or it might be the other way around. Then we're getting the big Adventure-style movie called Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble, with a whole poster similar to like Avengers Infinity War or Endgame poster, I believe. And also the name Poohniverse, like, it's in the same style as the Avengers, like the P's got the round thing like the Avengers A has, it's similar, and it is really interesting. And the Poohniverse poster, it's got a lot of different characters in, not from movies which we had seen, and other characters from movies which we haven't seen sort of announced in the childhood universe. So you never know, after the Poohniverse they might give them their own films afterwards, because I know for a fact Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 is the thing. Now this is the DVD of the first one, which I love this film, so we are going to get into this now. Start off, it's not a big Winnie the Pooh characters at the start. They mention them, have them all drawn, 2D animated, but then we find out that they all sort of fled, if you will, I guess, and the only ones who stayed together were Pooh, Piglet, and that was it. Because the rest of them, you had Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Rabbit, Owl, Tigger, grew up with Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin goes away, and then they had to eat Eeyore because they had no food and turned into cannibals, and then they didn't want to be human anymore, so they never talked. But the problem is, because they've got the human attributes, they're used to standing on hind legs instead of all fours again. So, and they have some human attributes still, so they've turned into monsters. Which would be really nice. If you it's really nice how they done it, because it was clever, and I like the film. Like, a lot of people are hating on it. They're saying, "Oh, it's simple," I like it. If it was done on a cheap, and they say it don't success, and I'm thinking, well, it succeeded enough for them to do more projects. Bambi. I think they finished Bambi. They finished the filming of Bambi. And they've already moved on to the next movie. So they've clearly made enough money to not only make a sequel to Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which, not very imaginative, I would admit, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, but they've got enough money to do the sequel plus film for Bambi Dead Reckoning and start filming for Peter Pan. Then they're going to do Pinocchio, and then they're going to do more movies. Like, ending off Poohniverse is a big one, and then after Poohniverse do Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 3. Yeah, I definitely like the movie. It's 10 out of 10, and in the future, what do I want them to see? I want them, for example, Phase 2, do some of the movies which characters they introduce in Poohniverse which don't have their own movies, but also do some more Pixar side of things, like maybe Monsters Inc., Toy Story of Terror, something like that, similar to what they've already got, Hotel of Terror. But yeah, 10 out of 10 movie. I loved it, and I'm really excited for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, and the rest of the films, but mainly Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.